Here's what we got going on here, ladies and gentlemen. The NFL playoffs are among us. All right. I am going to build my own bracket, and then I'm going to build a same game parlay for the Ravens Steelers. Ready? All right. So first things first. I'm building this bracket out. Whips, how do I make this larger? How do I make this large? My entire chat is large on my other screen. I can't see my YouTube chat anymore. You're making it tiny. No, Whips, make that large. What do you mean go full cam? I've been full cam this whole time. Have I been full cam? I've been full cam this whole time, right? Am I tripping? Okay. And now, what's the hotkey? Is it F11? Because this is big now. Okay, there, I'm good. All right, I'm building this is my playoff bracket. We're building this, all right? This is sponsored by FanDuel. Just to be clear, hashtag FanDuel partner. We're going to build the same game parlay for the Ravens Steelers, and we're getting into gameplay. All right, here's what we got. Wild card games. Start with the AFC. We got Broncos and Buffalo, man. You know, for what it's worth, I've been very impressed with the Broncos this year. I think it's very impressive they made it to the playoffs. They're not beating Buffalo at home. I'm sorry. I appreciate you guys hanging out. Appreciate you making a run. In my opinion, Buffalo is one of the powerhouses in these playoffs that can win it all. So give me Buffalo. Not even really thinking about it much more. Listen, Bo's an incredible rookie quarterback. I think he's going to have an incredible journey in the Broncos. I think if they were a little more, polished, I think they could make a really good impact. But, they made it to the playoffs, man, his rookie year, and I think that's good enough. So we got Buffalo beating the Broncos, and we got Steelers-Ravens. You know what's interesting about this game, the Steelers-Ravens game? If there is one team that I think could upset the Ravens in the first round, I genuinely think it could be the Steelers. On all these teams. If any team were to upset the Ravens, I'm just going to say that, okay? I'm going to pick the Ravens, right? I'm still going with my gut here. The Ravens are the better football team. They're at home. I think the Steelers are kind of fraudulent. I don't think they should even be in the playoffs. But if there is going to be one team that could upset the Ravens, I actually think it's the Steelers. I'm not kidding. So I will say this. If the Steelers do win that game, I would not be surprised. Not super surprised. If any team's going to beat them, it could be the Steelers. But I am picking the Ravens. Chargers-Texans, man. This is a tough one, bro. Texans, I said at the beginning of the year, I thought the Texans can win the Super Bowl. My opinion has changed. I do not think they can win the Super Bowl. This is going to be a good game, though. I think out of these games, this is going to be the closest one for the AFC. This is tough. Hang on, this one's tough. The only thing is, obviously, Texans are pretty injured, right? I'm going with the Chargers, bro. I think the Chargers are going to beat the Texans. I hate to admit it. Are they playing at Texans, by the way? They're at Texans here, right? Because this is the home team, Buffalo, Ravens, and Texans. In my opinion, this game's kind of a coin flip. I really do think so. I think right now with the games I've seen lately, though, I think the Chargers are the better team. So I'm going to pick the Chargers. Okay, let's go. Let's go NFC. Wild card. We got Green Bay. This is Green Bay against Philly. I'll just kind of move my camera for a second. So we got Green Bay, Philly, man. Is Jalen playing? Jalen's playing, right? Is he injured? Listen, man, after last week and watching the Packers, bro, and on top of that, didn't Jordan Love go out with an injury or something? Yeah, I'm going Philly, man. Listen, if Philly, for one, Saquon is demon mode right now, for one. For two, I think Green Bay just lost Watson, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think Green Bay is going to be able to go into Philadelphia, nonetheless, and beat Philly. So, I think Philly beats Green Bay. Tampa, Washington. This one might be a little bit of a hot take, bro. I am a Tampa fan. I'm a Baker fan. Mike Evans, Bucky Irving, honorable mention here. Sean Tucker. He went to Syracuse player. He's kind of a monster too on Tampa. They have a really good team. Cade Otton. I like Tampa. And to be blunt with you, I think Tampa can beat Washington. So I give me Tampa, bro. Give me Tampa. Give me Baker at home in Tampa Bay. The cannons are going off. To be honest with you, Washington has looked a little fraudulent. I'm going to be pretty blunt with you. They've looked a little fraudulent. Dallas beat them in a game that they should have won. Dallas beat them. They've been looking fraudulent lately. That's what I'm saying, bro. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Okay, Rams Vikings. Dude, this is a very interesting one because so here's the funny part about the Vikings, man. I said the Vikings were frauds, and then I apologized to the Vikings fans the week after because they had a good game. And then I watched the game against the Lions. So I actually take my apology back, Vikings fans. You are, in fact, fraudulent. We will be seeing you. The Rams are winning. I had this back and forth with Vikings fans where I said they were frauds, and then they won one game and they looked okay. I was like, oh my God, dude, maybe I was wrong. And then I watched that game against the Lions, and y'all are this dude Sam Darnold. So let me put it to y'all this way, chat. Sam Darnold right now is doing what Sam Darnold does, and he is choking. So Rams are going to win that game. Okay, let's go back to AFC. We got Chargers, Chiefs. Appreciate you coming out, Chargers. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for making a little bit of a run. It was interesting to watch you. Buffalo, Raven. Dude, I'm not. Listen, the Chiefs are, even if you don't like Kansas City as a team, okay? Even if you don't like Kansas City as a team and you think the refs are on their side, even if you think that, you have to acknowledge and realize what they have done over there and how good that football team is. They can't lose. I don't know they cannot lose. Patrick Mahomes, the Chiefs in Arrowhead, they cannot lose. They are definitely not losing to the Chargers. I'll say that. Buffalo against the Ravens. This is going to be a really good game, this matchup. Wow. This is going to be a great game, actually. This is hard. Oh, my gut. So just so I'm clear, because just so I'm 100% certain, Ravens are the 3 seeds, so they're going to Buffalo, right? Correct. If this situation paints out, like they'll be in Buffalo here. Give me the Bills, bro. Buffalo, middle of January, cold, man. I grew up in Syracuse. Those it is. That environment, I think that'll be a really good game. I actually think Buffalo takes it with a lot of the home field advantage there, though. Okay, divisional for NFC. Chargers, Lions. Or I'm sorry, Rams, Lions. Rams, Lions is interesting. You got Stafford coming back to Detroit. I have to go with the Lions, bro. I think they're the better team. I think the Lions are the better team, man. I can't. I have to do it. I have to do it. The Lions, in my opinion, are the better team. They just dominated Minnesota. Didn't even look like a game. You know what I'm saying? I think Buffalo beats Baltimore. I'm insane. Are you trolling? How can you look at that Buffalo team and say and be shocked that I would even consider Buffalo to beat the Ravens? Like, have you watched Buffalo play, bro? They're insane, man. Josh Allen, I think he'll win MVP, bro. He's on demon mode right now. Josh Allen is making that team great. Like, truthfully, in my opinion, if this Bills team can't operate without Josh Allen, I'm going to say that, period. So, all right. So, anyway, back over here. Lions, Rams. Rams, I think, could give them a little bit of a run, but I think the Lions are the better team. They're home in Detroit, blah, blah, blah. This is an interesting matchup. This is a very interesting matchup right here. There is something about Baker Mayfield. He's got this dog in him. You know what I'm saying? Like, when he's the underdog, he plays up to this insane level, bro. There is. He's got something about it. I mean, this guy's popping zins on the sideline when he's going out playing playoff games, man. I don't know. Baker is him. He really is him. Do I think he can go into Philly and beat Philly? The biggest problem is Tampa's defense. And to be honest with you, ball possession for Philly. Philly, you know what Philly does incredible? Incredible. Their time of possession, just having the football. I watched a game where Philly almost drove it for an entire quarter. Like their time of possession is so impressive sometimes because they have the tush push. They go for it on fourth down all the time, man. They just go and they just always have the ball. So if Baker doesn't get the ball, they're not going to win this game. But if the Tampa Bay defense can maintain and hold Philly, I could see Tampa upsetting this game. Do I go with my gut or do I go with analytics? Like statistically looking at this, you pick Philly. Or do I go with my gut? Tampa's defense is bad, Tim. They're bad. They are bad. That's the problem with Tampa. They can't stop them. They're not going to be able to stop Saquon, bro. They're not going to. They can't. I've watched a lot of Tampa games this year. They're not going to be able to stop Saquon. I mean, is it actually going to play out this way? 2-1 seed, 2-1 seed. Is this going to be it? I mean, this is what it looks like, right? Like, isn't there always one upset? Usually, there's one upset. Watch it be this one, bro. Watch the Steelers be that upset, dude. Oh, okay. I'm going Philly. I want you guys to hear me say this, though. My gut is saying Tampa. My gut, okay? You know what, dude? I'm going Tampa. F you guys. F analytics. F you guys. Baker's a dog. Mike's one of the best wide receivers in the game. K-Dot's a demon. Bucky Irving's on demon mode. Philly's kind of overrated. Give me Tampa. You know what, dude? I'm going with my gut. I am. I'm going with my gut, bro. I think I like Tampa, bro. Go Tampa, man. I'm going. All right, here we go. Bills, Kansas City. How many times have we seen this storyline, bro? How many times? How many times is Buffalo going to meet the Chiefs in the conference game and lose? How many times can that happen? Do the Bills finally, in the year 2025, pull off a win in Arrowhead in postseason? Or do the Chiefs continue to just dominate Josh Allen? Listen, I love Buffalo. I love you guys, man. I want to make something clear. Nothing would make me happier than watching Buffalo knock out Kansas City and run. Let me show you, I think, the Super Bowl we deserve. Okay? Right here. This right here is the Super Bowl I think that the world deserves to watch. I think Buffalo and the Lions would be an incredible Super Bowl and a really fun one to watch. Unfortunately, I have to go with what I think is unfortunately going to happen. I think Kansas City is going to beat Buffalo. I'm sorry. Buffalo, I want you guys to hear something, bro. Buffalo fans, I want you guys to win. I want you to win the game. I want you to beat Kansas City by 3 touchdowns. That's what I want. I want it to happen. I just can't say that I can't say that it's going to happen just because of the way history's been. And history tends to repeat itself. I'm going Kansas City. Kansas City from the AFC. And now we got Tampa and the Lions. And bro, this isn't just a free walk for the Lions here, bro. Correct me if I'm wrong. Isn't Baker Mayfield one of the guys in the teams that beat the Lions in the regular season? Am I correct? If I'm not mistaken, I think Bucks were one of the teams that handed Lions the loss early on in the year, bro. Like week 2 or something. And Lions defense is beat up. Bro, you got a really good Tampa offense against a really, really banged up Lions defense. This could be interesting. I think this game, I bet the over in this game, chat. Bet the over. Here's the question. Here's the question, man. Do the Bucks... You know what they say? It's hard to beat the same team twice, right? So the Lions, I think the Lions probably are going to learn from their loss against Tampa in week 2. I think it's going to be a Lions-Chiefs Super Bowl, man. I really do. Just to be clear, Bucks, I do think you upset Philly. I think there is a chance that they beat the Lions. I think the Lions are finally going to get a Super Bowl here this year. Well, both the number 1 seeds are in the Super Bowl. Who saw that coming? Kansas City Lions Super Bowl. Just to be clear, I want it to be this. I want it to be Buffalo Lions. Kansas City Lions Super Bowl. This is what I'm picking. It's a Kansas City three-peat, bro. I don't know. It's inevitable, man. The Chiefs are like Thanos in the Infinity Gauntlet, bro. I don't know. It's inevitable. It's inevitable. It's a three-peat. Chat, I hate it as much as you guys do, bro. But the Lions are not going to beat the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. They're not, unfortunately. Just to be clear, I'm not even happy about this. I'm not. How are you saying bro does not know ball? Have you not watched Kansas City? They cannot lose for whatever reason. If you think it's rigged, whatever it is, Kansas City, they should be 9-7. But guys, they're not. They aren't. They're inevitable. They always somehow end up winning, sadly. So, unfortunately, yes, we have a Kansas City three-peat happening. This is my bracket. This is how I think everything's going to this is how everything's panning out right here, ladies and gentlemen. Sadly, we have a Kansas City three-peat, bro. And I want to make something clear, too. Let's hypothetically say let's say Philly beats Tampa. I still think the Lions beat Philly. And even if Kansas City is in the Super Bowl, Kansas City's beating Philly. It doesn't matter. The only team, I'm not trolling, the only team that can save us is Josh Allen in Buffalo. Because there is no I'm going to make something very clear. There is no team coming out of the NFC East that can beat the Chiefs. Period. the NFC, not the NFC East. There is no team coming out of the NFC that can beat the Chiefs. There's no one. The only team that could beat them is Buffalo. That's it. That's it. Bro, I'm not trying to bounce on Sam Darnold. Yeah, we're cooked. If y'all think Sam Darnold is our saving grace to beat the Chiefs, we are cooked, boys. And even if Tampa goes there, bro, no one's beating the Chiefs, man. No one's beating the Chiefs, guys.